Hey guys, welcome to the RE Source. You know, a while back we went out to Gig Harbor and we were invited out there, and one thing I found out there, Gig Harbor is completely different than every other place around Washington. These guys are tight-knit, but one guy stuck out like a thumb, Mike Esteb, and I can't believe, I've been hanging out with Mike ever since I've been out there, and his product is just amazing. So I begged him, just, hey Mike, can you come into the studio? I want to pick your brain. I mean, you do things just so much different from everybody else. We could all learn a lot from you. So, hey, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. And the first thing I wanted to ask you is, you know, what sets you apart? You know, from what I can see, you're like miles above everybody else. It sounds weird to say, but what sets you apart that, you know, from everybody else out there?
I probably have an internet presence that just stands out.
I noticed that.
Gig Harbor Real Estate, Gig Harbor Washington, Gig Harbor Waterfront, Gig Harbor Land, Gig Harbor Property, Gig Harbor Properties. I think I have 25 different Gig Harbor websites.
9 days into January 2011, he had 489 users look at 4,000 properties already.
Yeah.
And that's what you've created. That's not MLS, that's what you have created.
That's just people that are on my website looking at listings through my search engine.
That seems like an unfair advantage. I mean, if I'm listing, and this sounds like a sales pitch, but if I'm listing at Gig Harbor, you've got buyers coming to your site, and I mean, we haven't even talked about your photography yet, but your photography is amazing. I see agents out there just pushing out a picture that's kind of dark and drab, and then I see the difference between your pictures, and it's amazing. And we know that people are looking on the internet. If they're going to see a dark picture, they're probably just going to scroll over it. Man, I stopped in my tracks when I saw your pictures. How do you do that? I mean, what's the difference there? I mean, it's amazing.
You know, I bought a camera at Costco for taking pictures of my listings. It was 200 bucks. And that was the first digital camera that I bought. That's
probably what the average agent does, I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe $200-300 bucks. I mean, you can get a pretty decent camera for $300-400 these days. I probably have $7,000-8,000 invested in my camera equipment. So each lens,
wow,
is $1,000 a lens, and it just makes a difference when you take the picture. The camera itself is a $2,500 camera just for the body.
Mike told me a story as we were getting ready for the interview. He said that he had a guy last year, just recently, that was on the market for 800 days.
You know, I actually, I'm not sure which listing you're talking about. I had several listings that were on the market prior to me listing them for 700, 800, 900 days. And then when I listed them, the quickest one was pretty amazing. It sold in 4 days. Another one sold in 9 days. Another one sold in 31 days. Another one sold in 56 days.
Good Lord, that's amazing.
It's just doing things a little bit different. But I think it goes back to the exposure. So we had listings that were not being exposed, and the exposure they did get, they weren't very appealing. And then I took the same property but made it very appealing through the way I presented it.
Right.
And then I just presented it to a lot more.
Coming in, if they want to check out your product, where can they go? I mean, you probably got 18 different sites they can go to, but give them a couple of different sites they could check out.
If you want to, just the main site is gigharborrealestate.com.
Gigharborrealestate.com.
If you want to look at, if you just want to see what Gig Harbor is all about, if you a look at gigharbor.com,
which is pretty cool. I've checked that out.
That's my photography site. And gigharborinfo.com is filled with just a tremendous amount of market data that if you're looking at selling a home, it's information you got to have.
Nice.
If you're looking at buying a home, it's really information you got to have.
Nice. Hey, thanks Mike. Thanks for watching the RE Source. You want to pick Mike's brain a little bit more, you want to listen with him, give him a call. His number's down below. Thanks again, I appreciate it. We'll see you next time.